Good evening. I'm glad you could make it tonight to hear my proposal on why the 10th through 12th graders need technology, one-to-one technology in the classroom. First, let me paint you a picture. We have students now who are preparing to go to college or to the workforce, and at this point, they don't even have regular interaction with computers. Today, we have in college, most professors require that you have a computer on campus in class every day, and if you don't, they expect you to have your smartphone, which has the apps that they want to use or the resources to be able to go look information up. However, with our classrooms, we have to check computers out, and the teachers have to rotate who gets to check their computers out when, and so the students don't have consistent interaction with technology. They're not used to technology. So many students I know don't even know how to do a Google search properly. For math teachers, that's hard because we want to be able to tell students, well, go look up what a transverse angle is, go look up what the quadratic formula is, but if they don't know how to search that, it's kind of hard to ask them to go do that. So that is the problem. We have students who don't know how to use technology when the world is going towards a technology-based world. And so I have a proposal, I have a solution. I say we go one-to-one iPads for every student from 10th grade to 12th grade. This is nice because iPads have an easy interface. Most people know how to use them. They're similar to most smartphones, and just people know how to use them. They're also, you can add apps. You can have word processor on there. You can get the off-brand. You can get, for me as a math teacher, you can ask students to go buy a $3 TI-83 Plus calculator as opposed to asking them to go buy a $110 TI-83 calculator from Walmart. So there's that. You can also have your notes available. That way then students can have them there, and then they can take notes off to the side of your notes. Teachers can also have quizzes online that students take through their iPads. That would reduce on paper and grading and things such as that. There are also online classroom tools such as Edmodo that would be very easy to have an app for and be able to work through with that. Most of you are concerned about the cost. The cost wouldn't be terrible. It's $400 a student. I'm sure through Apple we can also get a discount since we're going to buy in bulk. And so that would be about $80,000. I also added in $100 for a keyboard, 100 keyboards. That way then students for like English class, when they're typing out papers, they don't have to sit there and poke on a screen and do that. They can have an actual keyboard and use that. So that would add an extra $1,690. So for 200 computers plus 100 keyboards, it would be $81,690. So before we go up on that, there are many grants we can write and find and use and implement. I know my grade school, after I was in grade school, they filled out a grant and they were able to get one-to-one computers for K through 3rd grade, and they didn't pay a cent for it. And that was including printers and paper and all the resources for that. I also believe that there are some donors around town who would love to give for this cause. My implementation strategy. First, I would begin in the fall of 2016, I'm getting ahead of myself there. In the fall of 2016, I would have the teachers and administrators all get their iPads. That way then, during in-services, we can have people come in and teach us how to use them, how to get the students involved with them, the resources we have, and just the best way to go about using them. So that would be the first step. The second step, in the spring of 2017, we would have the seniors. We would have the seniors all get an iPad and they'd be able to use it all year. That way then we can kind of see how it works, work out the kinks with the seniors who are a little more patient and a little more apt at problem solving for those sort of things. After that, there would be now juniors and seniors, but previously they would have been sophomores and juniors. We would have them receive their iPads. And then that way then we can start working on things, start seeing it as a bigger picture. And then after that, every fall semester, we would have 2 new classes lower get their iPads. So we'd have the seniors in the spring, and then we would have the juniors and sophomores, and then the freshmen and 8th graders and 7th and 6th, all the way down to kindergarten. And what we would do is, after they graduate, they would get to keep their iPads. And every summer they have to check them back in, unless they're seniors, of course, and they take them. I also know, because technology is always improving, getting better, we would have to update and get new technology for the students. So to me, I see us getting new iPads for students in kindergarten, 4th grade, 7th grade, and 11th grade. And of course, they'd still get to keep them after they graduate. The impact. Cost-wise, we would reduce paper, and so then we wouldn't have to spend quite so much on paper. I know there still would be teachers who would still want to have that paper copy, which is okay. However, would severely reduce that, would drastically reduce it actually. And then also the other cost reducer would be we would phase out textbooks, because eventually they're all going to be online. The students can have them, use them, and I know there's so many teachers who would rather use online resources anyway, such as an English teacher. Instead of having students carry around this really thick, heavy textbook, they can just upload everything online. I would reduce grading time for teachers, and it would teach students time management, and they would give them a responsibility. And I also think that by teaching students how to effectively use technology in the classroom and outside of it, we are creating a student who will no longer be held back by lack of information or resources. So that is why I believe we need to have technology from 10th grade until 12th grade.